Hey guys, welcome back to the FGC Weekliarity. My name is Will Wiley, and this is where we cover your news, your tournaments, and your trolly things for fighting games everywhere. Before we get into the news, I just want to say thank you guys for watching and commenting on the previous FGC Weekliarity. So thank you all for commenting, good or bad. I love you all equally, and hopefully together we can grow this show like it's a beautiful cocoon that will one day be a butterfly and fly into the sun and crash back onto Earth. But hopefully not. So with that awkward opening out of the way, let's get right into the news, shall we? First up in the news is not the PAX East stuff. I just want to get into something else real quick before the PAX East, and that is a Reddit thread that blew up earlier this week. The thread was started by a Call of Duty post by Eurogamer, where it showcased two teams popping off at each other during tournament play. And when I say pop-offs, that's a vast understatement, because what I really mean is that these players were screaming profanity across the venue at each other, and this was during the tournament play, so every kill at this team deathmatch of this Call of Duty game, they were screaming, "I got you, motherfucker!" And then people were screaming back, "You better sit down, you bitch!" And it's hard to emulate anything like that, because during the video it seems really spiteful and violent and angry. It doesn't seem like bravado or just trying to get into the player's head. It just seems angry. Now, I'm only talking about this in the Weekliarity because the FGC has had their share of pop-offs, but nothing on this scale, or nothing documented as per this scale. People in the Reddit thread took this chance to fire shots at the FGC, going as far to say as our commentators will shit-talk players on stream, and as far as they knew, the players could actually hear them. More than that, people in this thread are still referencing cross-assault as an actual thing. So I'd like to take a moment to clarify a lot of these misconceptions about the FGC. There are bad commentators in LoL, in StarCraft 2, in Counter-Strike, and in Marvel. There are terrible commentators everywhere. It's not just pertaining to the FGC, and you can't just single us out as that. And calling us to have rude commentaries during tournaments. During smaller scale tournaments, I can understand how bad commentators can slip through and talk shit about a player, and that stuff is looked down on in the FGC. No one likes to hear people shit talking other players, because in the end we all play and we all want to compete competitively. But to say that the FGC is mostly rude commentary is a terrible misconception. And quite frankly, I don't think you know what the f you're talking about. Alright, well, now that my ranting and raving about that subject is over, how about we talk about some PAX East and some actual news, shall we? There's so much content out there right now about Injustice, but there are two interviews I want to point you guys to if you want to learn some fun or interesting facts about them. There's an interview done by VXG's own Jason24CF. You can find him on YouTube at youtube.com/Jason24CF, where he goes into detail with the guy from NetherRealms himself, Hector Sanchez, not Ed Boon. Ed Boon is the mysterious troll that wanders the internet. In the interview, he goes over the damage of the stage transitions and goes over whether or not background items should be used in tournament play. I mean, if you're allowed to use ring out in Soul Calibur 5 and ceiling levels in Dead or Alive 5, I don't see why you won't be able to use background items in Injustice, because it's part of the game itself. Seems fair to me. And in the comment section of the video, he explained the button layout for Injustice was, for Xbox at least, X is light, Y is medium, A is heavy, B is special, and the triggers themselves, right trigger and left trigger, are your special when pushed together, I think. And this, of course, is interchangeable with the PS3 controller, where it'd be square, triangle, X, circle, R2, L2. So that's some information that may give you the edge during the release tournaments. So thank you, Jason. The other interview was actually done by our man Gutex himself, who talked with Hector Sanchez as well, who teased that there are at least 5 or 6 more characters to be released, and then funny enough, in the video, Filipino Champ comes out just out of nowhere and suddenly starts putting the Mortal Kombat community on blast. And Filipino Champ is talking about the only reason the MK community guys are so good is because people like Filipino Champ are not into the game Mortal Kombat. If Filipino Champ was in Mortal Kombat, then nobody would be winning but him. So, prove him wrong. April 16th is when Injustice drops. Go check that out. And now the Capcom news you guys have all been waiting for were the announcements that were teased to be at PAX East. And these announcements were, we're going to have a new update for Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition. Thank God, we're going to get a 2013 edition. And the other announcement was Ducktales Remastered. If you're really interested in the updates that are coming, they're taking suggestions as to what the update could be about. If you want to hit that up, link in the description below, leave a comment in the thread of the character they are looking for suggestions about. Final bit of news from PAX East was that Team Spooky announced that he is now sponsored. Now, when I heard that he was sponsored on Twitter, all I read was, Team Spooky, congrats on being sponsored. Instantly thought it was EMP. EMP is based out of New York City, so is Team Spooky, so I put 2 and 2 together and got, like, fish. But then I was kind of happy. I just wanted to see what the Stream Monster reactions would be from that announcement. But no, turns out Team Spooky is, in fact, sponsored by Mad Catz, a sponsor worthy of Team Spooky. So congratulations, Spooby, you are finally earning the well-deserved paycheck you deserve. Get that Mad Catz money. And now with all that news done, how about we get into the tournaments? So first bit of tournament news this week comes out of NCR 2013 as regarding to John Choi's tweet, because he said that Daigo the Beast has been confirmed for NCR 2013 as well as Infiltration, and he's hoping to see the run back between the two, you know, because Daigo, he came out, beat Infiltration, and Infiltration came back and wrecked him at... I'm not sure if I actually pronounced any words in that sentence, but you know what? Daigo vs. Infiltration, hype. Enough said. NorCal Regionals will take place April 26th through the 28th at Sunnyvale, California. And today for tournament results, I'm just going to go over the Mad Catz exhibitions, the ones I teased from last week. So we got a little more PAX East news for you. You're welcome. There are 3 exhibition matches held. 2 of them were Super Street Fighter 4 and 1 of them was Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. The 2 Street Fighter ones were Mago vs. Ryan Hart, the other Alex Valle vs. Daigo the Beast Umehara. And Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 we had Yipes vs. Tokido. First we had Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 with Tokido vs. IFC Yipes. And Tokido in the beginning had a good lead of 4-2 with a hefty advantage going with him, but then Yipes switched his team. And the 7th game on, he won 5 in a row, taking it for Yipes over Tokido 7-4. And then in Street Fighter 4, Reinhardt versus Mago, it looked even at first with Mago taking 1 game and Ryan taking 1 game, but then suddenly Ryan took 4 games in a row, 5-1 Reinhardt. So, congratulations you did it. And then finally the match we were all waiting for was Daigo versus Alex Valle. At first it looked a little one-sided with Alex Valle taking 1 game and then Daigo taking the next 3 in a row. But then it looked a bit even with Alex Valle taking 1, then Daigo taking the next one, then Valle taking the next one, and then unfortunately when Daigo took the next one, it won it for him. So in the end, Daigo took it over Valle 5-3. So thanks guys for watching once again. This has been the FGC Weekliarity. My name has been Will Wiley, and this is the stream moment of the week. Woo!
What the hell? Skate, why are you here? why is everyone here?
So Jay is surrounded by sin and evil.
The only thing that would make this worse is if that woman was still here.
Oh yeah. By the way, Jay, I actually tweeted to Felicia Day about this.
No, she's not watching.
Yeah, let's go. Oh!
This is disgusting. Why do people drink this? Doesn't anyone have a wine cooler for me?
A wine cooler?
Doesn't anyone have Smirnoff Ice?
Oh, you gotta drink, drink. He just tapped his bottle. You gotta keep drinking, stop!
I can't.
Keep drinking.
I cannot drink very fast.